Welcome back to another episode in our ongoing Women's Self-Defense series. In this episode, what we're going to be looking at are the benefits that even the most basic of women's self-defense courses are going to give you. We highly recommend that you take one. They're usually readily available within communities. A lot of local community organizations will sponsor them. Sometimes your local police or sheriff's department will sponsor them. They're usually inexpensive and they're usually geared to be very easy to attend. So we highly recommend that you attend one. Highly recommend that you take at least your young children with you, because again, even when they get this information, it makes them safer as well, and it also makes it more a part of their ongoing daily life. And it shows them that it is something, personal safety is something that you really value as a family, and you want them to be safe as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and flip you over to the video here. This has been Mr. Dom with Safe Kids Now, Safe Kids Educational Services, and I will talk to you again at the end of the movie, at the end of the video. So please stay until the end. I've got some important information for you that I think you'll really enjoy. Until then, take care and be safe.
What is women's simple self-defense? Women's simple self-defense is a toolbox of psychological, verbal, and physical techniques. These are methods that a woman can use to defend herself from physical or verbal harassment. If allowed to continue, this harassment could lead to compromised emotional or physical safety. The emotional safety deals with fear. If you are fearful of someone or a situation, you sacrifice activities that you enjoy, simply to avoid that situation or person. Physical safety could include violations or harm to your body, up to and including rape, molestation, bodily harm, or death. Women's simple self-defense training helps you to establish boundaries, in both the physical and verbal world in which you live and work. Learning some simple self-defense can let you live, work, and play with more self-confidence and the absence of fear. An example of emotional safety is when that certain jerk in the office keeps asking you out, even though he knows that you are not interested. Those leering glances or smart remarks are not wanted. He seems to ignore polite requests for him to stop. You may start avoiding the department in which he works. You wait until he leaves before you go out to the car, or leave work early as you race to your vehicle to avoid him. You may even take the stairs instead of the elevator just to avoid this harasser. It is not fair for you to adjust your life to avoid something that is wrongly being done to you. Women's self-defense will teach you how to verbally confront this person, so that he feels uncomfortable and will leave you alone. Tell him loudly enough for other people to hear you, for him to leave you alone, or you will report him to Human Resources. If this does not stop him, then report him. An example of physical safety is just that. You are being compromised physically and you have to do something to escape harm. Women's self-defense will not teach you how to mindlessly stomp an attacker's butt, but it will teach you how to fend him off long enough to get away or get help. If you know you are about to be harassed or attacked, a whistle blast may be enough to scare some attackers away. They see women as an easy target and usually are not afraid. They do fear getting caught or getting arrested. A loud blast from a whistle can cause the attacker to stop or run away. The last thing they want is to be seen by people other than yourself. If the attack is more physical, some women's simple self-defense will show you moves to help ward off or disable the attacker, long enough to get away or to get help. A simple kick to the groin can leave an attacker disabled and in pain. Self-defense courses also teach you to use weapons, like your purse or umbrella, to ward off the would-be assailant. For the most part, women's self-defense courses are cheap and easily attended. Without these skills, the violent men of the world are stealing your right to live a violent-free life. Be sure and get signed up for our free women's self-defense video training course. They only win if you live in fear. On behalf of Mr. Don and everyone at Safe Kids Now, take care and be safe. Learn some simple women's self-defense.
All right, well, that wraps up this video in our women's self-defense training uh, video series. We hope you're finding it helpful and useful. And the other thing that we're really hoping is that the information that you're gaining out of it, we're hoping that you're really kind of sharing with the other loved ones and friends and coworkers. Anybody that you think could use this information, we hope you're sharing it with. Um, let's face it, the world is just too rough a place to have people that we care about and that are close to us out there being at risk needlessly. That being said, um, one of the things that one of the other programs that we offer that has been reported to be very helpful in some instances is our functional self-confidence course. And where this comes into play is for someone that you know, or maybe yourself, don't have quite the level of self-confidence that you'd like to have. And let's face it, it is important because you have to believe that you're worth taking care of before you're going to do the things that you need to do to be safe. Um, so again, if self-confidence is an issue for you or for somebody that you know and care about, I'll put the link to that program in the description as well. Don't forget, get signed up for the free women's self-defense training course. As a matter of fact, in lesson number 2 of that course, How Not to Be a Victim, we go further into the mindset, both of the perpetrator, interestingly enough, as well as what it takes for you not to be a victim and not to be part of the targeting process for the predator as out there. But again, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Don with Safe Kids Now, Safe Kids Educational Services. Until next time, take care and be safe.